Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. We're on countdown hours actually into one of the biggest court trials that may emanate from Nigeria, as Nnamdi Kanu versus federal government is actually at the corner. But a lot of things have emerged. The federal government have decided to adjust edit some of their charges against him, and are actually bringing it to the notice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers. A lot of amendments have been made. That's a serious one. But before we go to the newspaper to find out the levels and the charges they have brought allegations against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and some of their instruments of evidence, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the federal government has accused the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob Nnamdi Kanu, of inciting the violence which has gripped some part of the country. This is contained in the evidence of the amended 7-count charges brought against Kanu before a federal high court in Abuja, where he is facing allegations of treasonable felony and terrorism. The arrangement has been fixed for Thursday, October 21st. In the case, summary signed by Director of Public Prosecutions of the Federal Ministry of Justice, MB Abubakar, dated 12th of October 2021, the prosecution averred that it will lead evidence that Kanu granted an interview with Sahara reporters wherein he asserted that Nigeria, which he refers to as the zoo, have come to an end. The prosecution further averred that Kanu insisted in the interview that violence is the language people in the zoo, quote unquote, understand, while adding that if they fail to give us Biafra, Somalia will be a child's play. Somalia would look like paradise. We will bring down everybody in that, quote unquote, zoo called Nigeria. If they fail to give us Biafra, there will be no more living in the zoo, quote unquote. The prosecution further averred that Kanu does not believe in peaceful approach to realization of Biafra because he insisted that he is not aware of anywhere peaceful approach worked. In his broadcast, he invited his listeners to burn down as many police stations as police and bring down any policeman and military personnel, the prosecution also averred. The prosecution averred that Kanu had, in a broadcast on August 1st, 2015, directed his members in diaspora to identify families of Nigerian dignitaries abroad, their residences and schools for reprisal when security agencies brought down Biafrans. In the 7-count charges, the prosecution alleged that Kanu had sought to carve out southeast, south, parts of Kogi and Benue State to form the Republic of Biafra against the provision of Section 41, subsection C of the Criminal Code Act 2004. The federal government further alleged that Kanu on 28 April 2015 made a broadcast on Radio Biafra, London, monitored in Enugu, referred to Major General Muhammad Buhari, who is the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as pedophilia, a terrorist and an embodiment of evil, knowing same to be false, which contravenes Section 357 of the Criminal Code Act 2004. Other charges read that you, Nnamdi Kanu, male, adult of Afaruku, Ibeku, Mahia, North Local Government Area of Abia State, between the month of March and April 2015, imported into Nigeria and kept in Ubulozo in Ihiala Local Government Area of Anambra State. Within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, a radio transmitter known as Tram 501, concealed in a container of used household, which you declared as used household items, and you thereby committed an offense contrary to Section 47, subsection 2 of the Criminal Code of Acts, Cap C45, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. that on the 16th of May 2021 in London, United Kingdom, within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, did commit an act in furtherance of an act of terrorism by making a broadcast that in 2 weeks' time, what will happen will shake the world. People will come down. The whole world will stand still. I take that again, please. The whole world will stand still. Mark my word. And you thereby committed an offense contrary to and punishable under section 1, subsection 2, subsection H of the Terrorism Prevention Amendment Act 2013. My God, this is quite very huge. And all of them, they have documented evidence to that. This is really huge. And we're going to take some comments here. Quite a lot of people have talked. I'm going to take it in no particular order. This one here says, Kanu is in for a long thing. His unguided comment will be used against him. Those of you making silly noise, even when it is obvious that your God is gone for a long thing, should get ready. You will soon understand that what it means to fight a sovereign nation. This time, your dual citizenship will not save you. Your social media accounts and followers can abuse people with their phones but cannot save you. The same leaders you insulted and keep casting aspirations on will desert you. You'll be alive to regret why you refused to listen to your parents' advice before they died out hypertension, knowing you are in for a long thing. Kanu will never be greater than Ojukwu Ikemba Nnewi, who tried all this approach you are using and realized it will not work. Any wise person who feels he lost Biafra will take baton where Ojukwu dropped it. Which is election? The polls. That's where to test popularity, not thinking you can hijack a nation by force. Who born you? Rogue, you are in for a long thing. Let's wait and see your next move. Nigeria have come to stay for now. Our problem as a people is not Nigeria but our leaders and that patriotism. This one here saying, all amounted to empty charges can never hold water under any court of justice without any proof of evidence. Obviously, the federal government has lost. Congratulations to the separatist leader in advance. Okay, this one is a separate person saying that definitely Nnamdi Kanu is going to win because the charges against him by the federal government doesn't hold water. The first person is saying that already with all this audio and radio broadcasts, they've downloaded them and kept them as evidences against him. This one here is saying, nobody is expected to comment in matters in court of law. Now that the charges are known, Nnamdi Kanu and his supporters should get good lawyers and go to court for defense. Declaration of 100 days sit at home or bringing down of more innocent people can never be a solution. Strategy of intimidation and violence cannot work in this matter. Every government have a responsibility of protecting her territorial integrity. By the time Nigerian forces will officially and fully come back, those openly and secretly supporting violence in the southeast now will beg for peace. It is wise to avoid a fight you cannot win. Time is gradually running out. We all must embrace peace now and go about any agitation in a peaceful manner. People are talking and it's quite a big one. Let's put in that comment section what's your take. We have heard the charges. It's quite a big one if you ask me. To take dexterity for